Jinny Yan is Chief China Economist at ICBC Standard Bank. She told me that the picture is mixed.
Well, actually, a mild positive increase in GDP is probably not as bad as many feared, given that we had very strict COVID lockdowns, particularly in major cities like Shanghai. And obviously, the situation in April in particular was particularly dire. However, it is true that the weakness in growth, particularly hampered by these mobility restrictions, was felt all through quarter two. And of course, industrial production, export supply chains, and of course, people going out to consume, all of that was disrupted. So of course, economic activity was very much on hold for much of quarter two.
And how long will the effects from China's zero COVID policy last, do you think?
Well, the dynamic COVID zero policy is still in place and is likely to be in place as long as COVID cases are felt around China. However, as of June, we have already seen very positive signs that activity has started to resume as mobility restrictions are relaxed. But of course, that bumpy road towards recovery is underlined by the fact that there are still plenty of COVID around, and therefore small localized shutdown and of course mass testing will continue to impact on the recovery.
So what does China's situation mean for the global economy? There are already fears of a global recession. These numbers maybe won't calm those fears.
Well, the export sector has proven particularly resilient. We've seen continued net exports, really strong export data. But of course, on the import side, we're still seeing that because of the weak consumption in China, domestic demand for imported goods have started to wane and continue to wane. So, of course, for me, the biggest worry is how much China's weak demand will impact on global supply chains and how much of that, in particular, given US and European weakness in the upcoming months, will likely to impact on global supply chains.